Let's do something fun. So I am Shantae with Completely Crafty by Shantae, and I have my girlfriend Susan with me tonight.
Hello.
And we are going to be working on another Boo wreath. So we made a wreath last week with Boo, but it was a more fuller wreath, and it had a lot more. I think it looks like 4 or 5 different ribbons. But as I'm preparing for my craft show, I thought, you know, I was hearing at my last show that people were looking for wreaths that would fit in between their door. So we're going to make a pancake wreath. So,
now I remember.
Okay, or a low profile.
Yeah.
So we're going to use this pretty purple, which is my favorite color, pretty purple mesh. It's a border mesh, so it has the purple here, but it also has this foil.
Little bling.
Right, on the edges. And then I am going to pair it with my little polka dots. So we have the black and purple stripes, and then we have the orange and black polka dots. And then we have these fun black and green ribbon. And they both say, I want to say, no, this one says Creepy Boo. And it has candy corn and spider webs and pumpkins and bats and spiders and skeletons. While this one has some of the same things, but this one says Boo and Spooky and Eek on it. So we're going to use these. I've already made my bow. Because this sign is a little bit smaller, normally with the pancake wreath, hold on, I have a notification. Let's see if that's me. Yes, it's me. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Trent. Thank you, Nikki.
Yay.
Yay. We were having technical difficulties on our end. So thank you. So let me, let me turn myself off. I'll turn myself down. And, thank you so much. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put some of this. Oh, let me finish. So because this is smaller than the sign that I would normally make or use, I made 2 bows. I might need to add a third depending on how it looks. Because what I'm trying to do is hide the mechanics of the pipe cleaner so that you don't really see that. So if we have a nice big bow and part of the sign is covering it, then the customer doesn't see all the mechanics. So I'm going to put a lot of this off to the side so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Now I'm situated. So I'm using this 14-inch Dollar Tree work form. And with the low profile wreath, you're going to use 12 pipe cleaners. So this ring has 4 rows, let's say. And so I'm going to put the first row right on this little crossbar. So each of the crossbar, there's 6 of them, each of the crossbars will get a pipe cleaner. And then I'm going to go back, and in between the crossbars, I'm going to put another pipe cleaner. So let's do that. Woo. Having technical difficulties, just par for the course, because, you know, it has been one heck of a week. But tomorrow's my Friday, so I'm all excited.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes.
Like cute little spiders.
We've just been over.
Hey, Daddy Long Legs.
Which we used to see all the time when we went camping. It's like you see in the corner of your eye, there's, oh my God, it's a spider. That's why it doesn't freak me out, because I was used to it with Boy Scouts.
Yeah, at first those scared me, but then I don't know what happened, but I just realized they are just nothing. They are just so nothing. So those don't scare me anymore. But
it's those big fuzzy ones.
It's old. Oh my goodness. Yes.
I will never forget, at my old house, I was exercising, and I was on the floor, and in the corner of my eye, I see something crawl over it. And it was big, and I thought it was a mouse. But it was not. It was a
spider. My goodness, that's huge.
Yes, oh. It scared me. And I was like, and I'm one of those people, if it's a spider, if it's in the corner, do your business. I don't have a problem. Right, but when you're in my space, right. I can't handle that. I would never mess with them if they were in the corner. But when he was in my space, I was like, oh no. Because all I could think of, if while I'm sleeping, he's crawling on me.
Open, right, crawl in your mouth.
So I've done the top layer. Now I'm going to do the bottom 2 rows. We're
telling scary stories because
I know,
it's a Halloween, so it's fitting.
Creepy. But we are animal lovers, so don't,
Absolutely.
send us any hate mail. We're animal lovers.
Absolutely.
I didn't realize, but when we went to Sam's, I bought 3 of the Boo signs. So I made the big one, and I'm going to make another low profile with the Boo sign when I finish this one. Okay. So we are all set with our work form. So what I'm going to do, this is 10-inch mesh, and so I am going to, I cut it at 20 inches. And so what I'm going to do is just straight up the middle. Is that thunder?
It sounds like a car.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to pull it towards me. I'm just gathering it.
Like a spider?
Yeah. And then I'm just going to place it right here in the middle. And when I twist it, I'm going to try to twist it as tight as possible. 1, so that it stays. 2, so that it's a nice top. So I'm taking the bottom layer and I'm just putting it underneath the bottom, and this top one I'm just crisscrossing over. And then I'm going to do the same for the top.
Oh,
and in the process, I'm going to pull these center ones up so that when I do the top layer, I'm not having to worry about trying to dig through. Now I'm trying to think if I should, I think I am. First I was going to do the whole bottom, but then I thought maybe I will just do it as I go.
Sometimes you got to mix it up.
Yeah, that's right. So then here are the ribbons that I cut. And so I use this one as my base, and then I alternated the green and the black ribbon. And I cut these at 12 inches with my Perfect Tails. So I'm just folding my ribbon in half. And then I'm going, where it's creased, I'm just going to pinch it and put this right in the center and tie it as tight as possible. And then I'm going to cut the excess off. And then I'm going to tuck it right underneath. And then I'm going to separate so that you get to see both of the ribbons. And we have that. So now I'm going to, maybe I'll do 2 and then put the ribbon up. So again, I cut these at 20 inches, and this is 10-inch mesh. We had to try 3 times to get us live, so hopefully you're getting to see us. When I say us, me and Susan. So now I'm just, again, crisscrossing the bottom. And then I'm going to crisscross the top. I'm loving the purple.
It looks so pretty.
I don't have much Halloween in my stash, so I'm trying to think of some other Halloween things to make. I did notice that I do have a couple of boxes of things that I've ordered, so hopefully there's some good things in there. Most times I am using work form, or even the ones that I make myself, with 18 ties in it, but this project only requires you to do 12, so it's a little bit easier. And although it's a flat technique, it still can be full because it has a little bump to it right here.
I was noticing that it's low profile, but I wouldn't even call it flat. You can still see a lot of dimension,
yeah.
Depth. It looks really good.
All right, so I'm going to just want to put that in there so that I'm not fighting with it later. Then I'm just twisting this in, and then I'm going to cut the extra portion of it off and then tuck it under. It's probably about an inch or two that I'm leaving on. And again, I'm trying to save on material. Right before I came on, I got an alert on my phone, and I have great news. I was entered a juried craft show for November, and I received word today that I was accepted. So I am really excited about that. I can't wait. It's an online one, so that's even better. Oh gosh, she's taking photos. The photographer.
I did a boomerang.
The photographer in the room. Hey, Joanne. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know about you, Joanne, but it has been a crazy week at work. Not fun.
The humidity came back and it makes people grumpy.
I'm like, I don't know what is going on. All right, so I've done that. I'll do 2 more.
We went to, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We went to Hershey Park Saturday.
Oh, did you?
And the humidity was very low.
Okay.
And it was such a treat. We got a late start, but it was still good.
Was it crowded?
It wasn't that crowded.
Okay, good.
I mean, it was full, but not like a Saturday probably a month ago.
Gotcha.
And they close earlier because it's September.
Hi, Brenda. Thanks for joining. We are working on a low-profile wreath for Halloween. I picked up a boo sign from Sims from our trip in June. And last week, I used that same sign to make a fuller wreath with lots of ribbon. But this time, I am making one more simple so that those customers that want something to fit between their doors will have some options as well. And I got ahead of myself, and I already cut before I did my before I put my ribbon in. I got distracted. Thanks for sprinkling. I got ahead of myself. I'm gonna come back to that one. I definitely came. There we go. And so I'm just gonna put another pipe cleaner in. This is what happens when you get all excited, you're having some fun. sometimes
get good news.
Yes, things just happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and scrunch it. And a lot of my crafting groups, so many people are gearing up for craft shows, so I hope everyone has a successful show and that we all do well. I'm excited. My girlfriend from North Carolina, she called last night because she's coming up for next month's event and she's excited. But she says she's exhausted just thinking about all the stuff I have to do. Because this weekend, or actually technically really on Sunday, I made 7 wreaths. And I probably have, 37 more to go.
Oh my goodness gracious. Mom.
I'm going to make a couple of centerpieces. Maybe just one centerpiece. I picked...
And she doesn't drink coffee.
Nope. Because you know what? Coffee would just make me sleepy.
Wow.
Like it does the opposite for me. Caffeine doesn't wake me up. If I want to... because I love hot chocolate,
Yum.
But it's just like... No, because that's going to keep you up. I mean, not keep you up. That's going to make you sleepy. So...
Makes y'all cozy.
Not too much. Oh, thank you. It's a mess right now, Brenda. There is stuff everywhere. There's stuff in the hallway. There's stuff in my husband's man cave, and he's not happy about that. So, but I told him, come, December, I will be able to get it back in order.
He needs to think of it as just he's sprinkling his man cave.
He says, you're just taking over. I'm like, not intentionally, I would never. Accidentally on purpose, maybe, but never. Oh, you're not late. Thank you, Rachel. We were having technical difficulties, and for probably 5 minutes, I couldn't see any comments. Well, I couldn't find myself at all. So, you're not late, and thank you for sprinkling. All right, so I'm putting the last.
You look so good. Very pretty.
I know, we never have enough room. But I'm proud of myself because I bought some shelves to organize in his wine cellar.
That was very thoughtful of you.
But I am getting there with putting my supplies, in order so that all of the things I'm not using right now are in another room as opposed to it being all in one place, and then I can't think. Mm-hmm. So, he's watching again, so I need to stop talking about his room. So, I'm gonna leave it at that. When he goes off, I'll talk about it some more. All right, so I'm just gonna add these last.
And I'll tell you what she really said. I'm just kidding.
When you look at it from my vantage point, you still see some of the work form. But by the time I put that next layer up, you'll never see it. So, hey Donna.
Hey Donna.
Susan said hello. We are working on a Halloween wreath. For my upcoming show, I'm trying to get it stocked so that, my goal is I want to sell out as much as possible, but I don't want to have to make things after the show either. So if I make enough, I can take a little of each to each event, and then I'm not worried about trying to come up with new things for the next show. Rachel, we almost missed us. First, it took us 3 tries to go live because it wasn't showing the picture in the right position. So I had to keep canceling it. Donna said hi. And then once we got on, Facebook wasn't showing that I was live. And so I'm talking and talking and talking, and I'm praying that someone's there. So, okay, so we are finished the base. Well, the bottom, and it's so light.
It's so pretty. I love the shimmery border on the purple mesh.
Yeah, so we're using the purple border mesh. And so, as I was showing you, I went and we did the 6 on the top, on the bottom row. So now we have the pipe cleaner for the top, and we're going to go ahead and do the same technique. And this will cover up and overlap so that you don't see any of the work form. I still need to refresh my fall wreath for my front door, and the centerpiece that I made for my dining room table last year, I want to do something different. Oh, yeah. So now I need 8 days a week. Right. Because 7 is just not enough. But I'm hoping, I took off on Monday, so I'm hoping I can get a lot accomplished on Monday. Sorry, I thought my dog was barking. And while it overlaps, it doesn't take away. You still can see the ribbon on the bottom layer, so it works out. So I am, again, just crisscrossing the sides, the opening, so that it gives a nice little fold. So I do it on the bottom first, and then I come back and I'm going to do the top. I don't know if it's just my connection, but I'm noticing that it's going in and out. So I apologize if you're having some difficulty with the feed. But come back on in. Don't stay away too long. This is quick and easy. We should be done in probably 15 minutes. I'm big into organization, and this group on Facebook was having, oh, okay, perfect, thank you, was having this week-long seminar with all of these experts helping you organize your pantry, organize your cabinets, budget planning, digital planning. Oh, nice. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there was probably 35 presenters, but it's been a week-long thing, and so I've watched a lot of the presenters talking about trying to, organizing things, and what kind of organizer am I? Because I'm visual, so I like to see my ribbon, but in order. I try not to be too bad about it, but it's best to see what you have.
You want it functional.
Correct.
So I'm picking up
some
time.
good tips so that I can help my business flow a little bit better. My son always talks about work smarter, not harder. So that's my goal.
I'm still working on that.
Okay, perfect. So then it must just be my feed. So go figure. All right.
So you did not miss her dance, right?
I did do a happy dance before I came on because of the good news. Yes. you know, I'm a strong believer. Everything happens for a reason, and you know, COVID wasn't a good thing by any means, but it allowed me to tap into my crafty side.
What you enjoy.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then getting connected with a great crafting community, like I couldn't have asked for, you know, anything better. Lori Jacobs with Hard Working Mom, she was probably one of the first videos I saw, and then she had me hooked. And her community, oh my goodness, it's more like a family, which is what I love. And I'm so bummed because she's having a Wreath retreat, but it's my anniversary weekend. But she said something about maybe doing virtual, so I might be able to do that. So I have to see how much she's going to charge for the virtual. All right. So, as you can see, you can still see the ribbon on the bottom, even with the overlaying. And so now I'm just going to go back through and do the top. No, that's rain.
No, it's the air coming on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not rain. I don't think.
I think it's rain. Thank you.
Oh, you're correct. I don't even have to look. I can hear it now. Oh, light rain with thunder. Feels like 77. 100% chance.
I felt like, you know, I heard it.
Okay, well, I'll be taking my shower a little early.
You can borrow an umbrella. Oh, I first have to find it.
You were right on that.
Good sleeping weather.
Yes.
All of these are upside down. It's driving me crazy. Because of the black pipe cleaner. Oh, okay. I have, Donna said there's no candy cans at the dollar store until after Halloween. I feel like I grouped together 4 sets already. And my goal is to have 3 of everything for each show. So, but I still have to figure out what ribbon I'm going to use with the candy canes.
You know, that the Pier 1 imports that closed in Winchester, it's a Dollar Tree now.
Oh, really?
I don't even know if it's open, but I was driving that way yesterday or the day before, and I was like, that's a Dollar Tree now. That used to be the Pier 1 imports.
So hopefully it's a super
big.
one.
It looked big.
Okay, yeah. I like the Dollar Tree in Frederick. It has a lot of craft supplies, and I think the one I went to in Leesburg, it had a lot of craft supplies. But we're starting to get some too. Did you? I went to the dollar store today because I was looking for bins. Because what I'm trying to do is to put the project inside the bin so I know what I'm making, and I can just pull the, you know, the plastic tub rather. But I've been checking, Brenda. We were on our way to Pennsylvania on Saturday, and I had my husband stop at $1.
And us too. That's so funny.
We stopped at $1, and I did get some bins, but I stopped today at mine, and I didn't see anything. But they did have Christmas things out, but just not the candy canes.
A lot at Costco too. Trees up and everything.
Oh, really? I am on the hunt.
This wreath is laying just so perfectly. Just perfect.
I'm trying to keep my price point low. We were in Carlisle, Pennsylvania on Saturday. I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I live in West Virginia now. But we went to a football game in Carlisle on Saturday, so we stopped at the Dollar Store. Are you in Pennsylvania, Brenda? All right, this is the last one.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. So here we have this.
I love it.
So now I'm going to find a place for my sign. Here's my sign. Boo. Let's see. I'm going to try to. I'm going to just situate it because again, I made my bows already. But how much can I hide? I'm trying to think.
Don't cover up that whole wreath now. It's pretty.
I know, right? All right, so
I'm saying that from sitting here though. I can't tell from where you are.
all right, so here's the fun part. Now after I've layered everything, now I got to try to get in there without disturbing too much. It's tricky. Because the wire is silver, I'm having difficulty seeing it. It's blending in. I'll cut my cables later, just in case I decide I'm going to reposition it after after the live. Sometimes it looks fine when you're looking at it, but then you go take a photo of it, it's just like, that's a little wonky. Let's fix that. Gotta hide the mechanics. I think that's good. All right, so the first bow, what we got? We'll just put it right here. And again, it's so nice and it fits so nice, but then you have to disturb it to get your bow in.
looks really good.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I'm having some technical difficulties. All right, so I'm just going to I did the 2-1 method. The only difference is I didn't shrink it down in size. I just kept the loops the same size, because I dare to be different.
Put your stamp on it.
Right. I'm just dovetailing the ends. And I just stirred that over there, so I'm just going to fix that. All right, so we got the 1 bow on. What do you think of that?
I love it. Trick or treat.
All right, I'm just going to add 1 more, and I just might make the tails just a little bit shorter so that it doesn't, to Susan's point, hide the wreath. I text Susan, thank you. I text Susan, was it yesterday?
I think so.
Because
Day before.
Monday, I cut myself multiple times with my rotary.
You jinxed me, because later that day, look what I did.
Oh no!
I was fine until that text. I'm sorry.
I was like, but my one, like I thought it was just my cuticle, and then I noticed, no, it slit the whole. I was like,
ouch.
I was like, it was awful. And I kept going upstairs for a bit. I was like, you know what? I finally didn't go upstairs for the last Band-Aid, and I taped some paper towels with some painter's tape so that
you need a little bend down here for Band-Aids.
I know, that's what I said, we need to move the Band-Aids downstairs, because I seem to always have to use
both in case it comes off and you're all the way upstairs.
My goodness. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And the one time I didn't realize it until I saw it on the table. I was like, okay, that's not good. Donna said 1 bow is enough, but she always says that.
Donna, I'm kind of with you on this one. But it's not up yet, so I have to wait till she puts it up. But I just thought it looked perfect before.
But again, I am trying to hide the mechanics of because I don't have a big sign. If I had a bigger sign that didn't show the pipe
mechanics, I
can see
it. You tell them they're spiders. And that's supposed to be on there like that.
I'm just going to curl my tails a little bit.
See, now you're going to make the sign look little.
Well, the sign is little. That's part of the problem. No, that's part of the problem. That's part of my problem. Okay.
It's a good sign, though.
All right. I think this is what we
It does still look great. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong either way. I like it.
What I could have done is made the loops at 4 inches instead of 6 inches, and then it wouldn't have been so big. But go big or go home.
The second one looks better than I thought it would.
Well, I
so
appreciate
I
that.
do like it. I liked it both ways. I I do.
All right, ladies and gents. We are done. And actually, I'm going to make one more of these probably tonight so that I have two. Thank you. I appreciate so much you guys hanging out with me and Susan tonight. We will be back on. I might come on Monday to just do the start of the garland for my mannequin that I'm going to use in my craft show in October. So I might videotape that. So thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see what happens on Monday. We might do a Monday live. So thank you. Be safe and God bless.